Hey guys, I'm coming to you just a little bit bummed out today because I've been traveling for almost 2 months now. And do you know what I miss most about home? It's not the temperate Los Angeles weather. It's not the beaches. It's not even my boyfriend. It's my physical media collection. Like, oh my gosh, I have not thumbed through my library and just stared at it mindlessly in almost 2 months. One of my favorite activities is getting high and just staring at all my Blu-rays. I miss them. I miss my babies. I thought about just releasing a bunch of vlogs on this channel, like boom, 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 because I'm traveling so much, but I think I am gonna break it up with my physical media content because the passions for the two are equal. That's why today I want to talk about the top 10 streaming movies that I want on physical media. These are movies where I think that in creating physical media, it would be some type of gold mine for these companies, and I have my valid reasons. Like, I know that a lot of streamers, especially Netflix, they're very anti-art, frankly. So I know that they're not gonna listen to me because they're the type to pull Glass Onion out of theaters when it could have made probably like $500 million for them. But I have my reasons and I think they're good. So you better sit down and listen. I'm sorry, I'm already getting really heated about that. I guess maybe I get a little bit of my temper from my dad, who is Satan. Hi, I'm the Antichrist. Yes, big shocker. Satan's favorite daughter. She loves physical media. She's a champion of the arts. Yes, so, if you click subscribe, then you get to devote your soul to me. You get to join our cult. Then if you click the like button and the notification bell, then you're devoted to the algorithm. Or I'm devoted to the algorithm and you're just helping me out. Whatever you need to tell yourself to click those buttons. Okay, now my research for this list has not been super extensive because there definitely is physical media of most of this stuff out there somewhere. But for a lot of these, the only place that I could find a lot of these titles was like eBay. So I think that a lot of that is actually just piracy, and I don't really rock with that in terms of physical media. Like, that's not stuff that I personally purchase. I like to have all my special features, my director's commentaries, you know, I like to have a nice fancy little menu. And maybe pirated DVDs and Blu-rays have all that, but I wouldn't know, and I wouldn't guess that they would. Because if the studio's not putting out a physical release, then what need would they have for, you know, having produced behind the scenes content? Anyway, I feel I have a valid feeling on that, and for most collectors, they appreciate the highest quality stuff and they like the special features. So if you're truly my brethren, then you know what I'm talking about. I know that this was supposed to be a top 10 list, but I do have a few honorable mentions because there are so many bangin' movies that need a physical release that don't have one. Number one, I would have to say, is Killers of the Flower Moon. Like, what do you mean this several times over Oscar nominated Martin Scorsese drama epic does not have any type of physical media release plan? Listen, I've been gone for a little while, maybe I'm behind on the news, but I couldn't find it. Lulu, look, oh my god, it's Lulu! Look at this little thing. Look at you. Oh, she's wonderful, she's mindless. You have no schedule. The only ones that I can find are on eBay, so I just can't assume that those are legit. Tade, you did want to come up after all. Look at this little man. Look at this little man. And Milo, oh my god. I have all the kiddos. Well, this one is Milo. Big old sausage he is, but he's a lover. He's a lover. He's a big baby. Oh, you guys shove Lulu off. I'm never gonna get this video filmed. Oh my god. Yeah, Killers of the Flower Moon, I feel like that is probably the most sinful of them all. Is it necessarily a movie for me? Would I ever watch it again? Probably not. But in the wise words of Guillermo del Toro, as physical media collectors, we are custodians of these stories for future generations to come. And that just feels like a really important movie to own. I also feel like the physical media release could be so good. You could make it look like an old-timey painting or something, you know? That's what the outer case could look like. Have you seen that really pretty alternate poster for it that someone painted? So the outside could be something like that. I mean, and then you could totally decorate the inside. You could have like a little booklet that comes in it too that's decorated with like Osage artwork, and it could come with even more information about the Osage people. Like, just truly a missed opportunity. By the way, if you couldn't tell, I have ideas for all this physical media too, so I'll be sharing that as I go. But we're not even in the top 10, so let me move on to my number 11, which is Apostle, which is a Netflix original. Now, I don't love this movie, but because it is folk horror, obviously there is limitless potential for a physical media release. What I see for this one is yet another slip cover, but I do think that the artwork on the outside, it could be kind of like clear plastic, but then it could have like branches kind of growing on the outside of it. And then maybe on the back side, there could be like a really decorative kind of like upside down cross or something, because I remember there being a lot of religious undertones in the movie. What do you think about about that, Milo. Would you buy that? No, you haven't a brain. Apostle also stars Dan Stevens, and so he was kind of ahead of his time there, because lucky for us, now he's being cast in literally everything. But back then it was kind of slim pickings for us. So yeah, check out Apostle if you like Dan Stevens. But if you don't have Netflix, I guess you can't, because there's no physical media of it. Anyway, moving on to my number 10, which would be Hulu's No Exit. This stars Havana Rose Liu. I cannot tell you how much I love her. Her star really rose last year with the release of Bottoms, so this was pre-Bottoms, and it is such a lovely wintertime thriller. The vibes of it are immaculate for a nice cozy night in, and I would love to rewatch it, but I don't have Hulu currently. I haven't watched it since it came out because it's been several months since I've had Hulu, and I guess if you're anywhere but like the States and Canada or whatever, then you would have to watch it on Disney Plus. Again, much like Apostle, is it a masterpiece? No. But would I watch it again for the vibes? Yes. But I can't unless I have Hulu. And also, what if my internet was out? That's one reason why I love physical media so much, because I never have to rely on my Wi-Fi. I just need a DVD and a dream, baby.
You need to nip to the shop, so I was gonna nip in. Is there anything that you need?
Yeah, because I wanted to get like a handle or something. Do you not say that I have like a handle of vodka? What do you say?
Just a bottle of vodka.
A bottle of vodka.
A bottle of vodka.
Okay.
When you said, I just want to get like a handle, I'm like, wait, is that a food?
What is a handle? Ooh, it got brighter. Am I really washed out right now? Ugh. Oh, Toddy. We just got like the rotating wheel of dogs right now. At number 9, we have a little movie called False Positive. This is another Hulu original, or if not an original, then it was just distributed exclusively to Hulu. I don't know all the ins and outs of that. This is a movie that doesn't really have crazy good reviews, so I'm not really sure why I liked it so much. I just thought that it was such a sick and twisted little storyline, something that I personally hadn't seen before, and I don't think anything like it had been done before. Sure, there's like a lot of pregnancy horror, and it definitely took inspiration from like Rosemary's Baby, but it was absolutely framed in a brand new way, and the fact that Pierce Brosnan is in it, weird vibes, really strange. One that, again, I've been itching to rewatch, but it's not possible for me right now. The reason why I put it at number 9 and not underneath No Exit, because I feel like I would rewatch No Exit more often. That would probably be like every other winter I'd want to throw that on. Whereas False Positive, I'd want to rewatch maybe like every 5 years. I did rate it higher than No Exit on Letterboxd. Couldn't definitively tell you why. I think it was the shock value, honestly. But anyways, yeah, Hulu, give us some physical media. With that one, imagine if there was artwork of like her round belly, like as the DVD. That'd be kind of sickening, huh? Oh, Todd, hey, I gotta be able to take a break from your guard dog duties, okay? At number 8, we have actually a TV show, which would be The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Netflix is something that I didn't have for several months because my family likes to rotate which streaming services we use kind of throughout the year. Maybe we'll go for a year having like Apple TV, Disney Plus, Peacock, whatever, and then we'll go back to like Netflix, Hulu, you know? Because that shit is expensive, and I feel like streaming services, they just don't take that into account. They don't care. They keep bumping those prices up. And could you imagine, like, they are really strategic about how they release, especially their shows. Like, it's so annoying. We get 8 episodes of a season and they release 4 at a time. They break it up by a couple months because, you know, they have to have their quarterly gains. This is a TV show that I never got to finish because of my family's ever-evolving streaming habits. Here's an idea though. So you release something big. You get a big influx of people signing up for Netflix. Great, yay. Instead of breaking up a season, how about in the next... Hey honey, do you need to go out? Okay, where was I? Okay, so release the show all at once, just do that. Then release the physical media the next quarter. It's exactly how the industry used to work, where there would be the theatrical release, and then they would make up almost half of their sales in the DVD release several months later. Or in rentals several months later. Do you see what I'm saying? There is a way to expand on the life of your content in terms of money. They're afraid that, like, you know, if we stock up on all the physical media, then we won't need the streaming service anymore, but then like have a little more faith in your product. I don't know, continue to come out with good stuff. And generally they do. Like, I mean, is Netflix the cream of the crop? No. But I'm gonna be tuning in for Bridgerton season 3. I know it already came out, I'm just a little bit late on it. That got really derailed, but yeah, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina is something that I would love to own. I have the entire set of the old Buffy the Vampire Slayer DVDs, and I feel like it would fit in really nicely with that. At number 7, of course, we have Mike Flanagan's Hush. Now, this movie has not found another home on streaming yet. You actually can't watch this movie anywhere. That is a crying shame. Hush is something so special. It is so unique in the home invasion subgenre. It is one of my personal favorites of Mike Flanagan's in terms of TV shows and movies, which, oh my god, I don't think that I put any of his TV shows on this list. Ooh, honey, I forgot. That would definitely change my top 10. You know what? At my number 7, let's just make it like an honorary, like an entire branch of Mike Flanagan's stuff. How about that? Because I would like to own literally every single show that he has created for Netflix on physical media. Most of which The Fall of the House of Usher. That one is my favorite. He did tweet mysteriously a little bit ago saying that there was good news in terms of Hush, so I'm still waiting on that. That hopefully means it's either found its new home or it's gonna have a physical media release. I don't know which. But since that movie's release, he's become a lot larger in the industry. I think that he knows which strings to pull. Hopefully he can get us that physical media release. At number 6, we're going back to dogging on Hulu. We have Fresh. Fresh was, I think, in my top 10 of horror movies from 2022. Maybe not. I rated it 4 stars, but 2022 was just a historic year for horror. I would watch that movie over and over and over again if I owned it on physical media. The thing with streaming too, another point that I have to make is like, yes, I keep Fresh in my list when I do have Hulu. It's in like, you know, my stuff. But do you know how much easier it is to browse a library of physical, like tangible things that you can hold than it is to like scroll with a TV remote? I would say that most people, like most children, they learn more effectively when there's something physical in front of them. Why do you think that they make children dissect frogs in biology in America? Maybe that wasn't a good point because our education system is abysmal, but you get the point that I'm making. There were so many good horror movies in 2022, and especially on Hulu, they also released Prey that year, that I actually forgot that Fresh existed for a little while. I can't remember why it came back into my consciousness recently, but it did, and I was like, oh my god, oh yeah, I want to rewatch that. But guess who can't? Get it together, Hulu. I need more physical media releases from you. And Fresh especially, you could have like the movie on DVD, on Blu-ray, you could have a little special features DVD, and the artwork on each of them could have like plates of different foods, like cuts of different meats, like, you know, with, they could just literally just be pictures from the movie. And then like when you fold it open and stuff, like the image could be like them dancing together, you know, and then like when you open it, like they're doing a different move. Oh my god, I totally forgot that this poster existed. I'm obsessed with this. Imagine this as the cover of like a box set. I told you, I have good ideas. This video is gonna be so long though. I'm gonna try to keep it brief for my top 5 because I've already gotten through most of my like ranting about streaming and physical media and blah blah blah. So my number 5, I need Palm Springs on physical media. Yet again, I can only find it on eBay and I just don't trust that. Like I need a proper physical media release of that movie. If that had a theatrical and then physical release, do you understand how iconic that movie would be? But it only lives on Hulu, as far as I know, because that's the only place that I've seen it, and I've watched it I think 4 times now since its release in 2020 or 2021. I'm obsessed with that movie. I do think that it should be considered a comedic and a romantic classic. It instantly became one for me. I think that it is almost a perfect film. That movie deserves to have a long shelf life, a long cultural life too, but it hasn't even gotten into the conversation really because it just was dumped on Hulu. Maybe dumped isn't the right word. Like I know that we were all stuck in the house when it released, and so a good amount of people did watch it, but I feel like that was also around the Tiger King era. Like people's attention was definitely elsewhere. Oh, it is too bright. The clouds keep moving. I apologize. Okay, I think that's a little better. I love all the posters of that movie with the pool on it, so anything with that kind of aesthetic, like if you scroll any of the alternate posters on Letterboxd, they're all gorgeous. Honestly, I could do something very simple for that movie, and then when you open it, maybe it's like the starry night in the desert or something. Yeah, I don't care. I just need that. Now at number 4, time to get back on Netflix's ass. I need the babysitter movies, both of them, and I need them stat. I do think honestly that should have been a trilogy. Like the characters in it are gonna be way too old now, and I don't really feel like Samara Weaving would come back. I would want her to come back, like along with all of the other babysitting adults like Bella Thorne, King Batch, you know, all those irritating people. I would want them back. It's so fun watching them die. family. The kids, probably not. I wish that would be a trilogy because then could you imagine the box set that we would get? And then each time you pull one out, it's like a different sort of neon version of Samara Weaving's face. Oh, I would love that so much. And then maybe on the back, there would be like the little cult circle or something. Ugh, I've literally wanted The Babysitter on Blu-ray since it came out in 2017. That was when I first started collecting physical media. Oh, no, well, no. I guess I started about 20 years ago, really, because that was when I first had all my like Disney VHS clamshells and I got Corpse Bride on DVD, but properly collecting, like doing it, you know, consciously, it was in 2017. So yeah, get it together, Netflix. I'm gonna be on their ass for honestly the rest of this list because at number 3 we have The Ritual. David Bruckner's The Ritual. I think this is a perfect film. I give it 5 stars, and so obviously it's gonna be at the top of my list. Although I don't have much more to add here because it's exactly like Apostle. It is a folk horror movie and it's very naturey, very foresty. So I would want the same kind of like slipcover type situation with the tree branches and all of that. Or if it's like a foldable one, then maybe some really cool artwork of the monster inside. I wouldn't need anything much crazier than that, honestly. Now at number 2, we have Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery. I already brought this one up because I feel like it's one of the most egregious examples of Netflix just being a stank ass bitch. What I envision in my future is a collection of the Knives Out mysteries, all like bound in different kinds of like paper coverings, sort of like the director's cut of Midsommar that A24 released. So beautiful. Or no, it's not paper. I think it's canvas. That's what I envision. I envision a whole library of like 10 of them or however many Rian Johnson will make, all in the same style, maybe even leather bound, I don't care, with different super campy, vibrant artwork from each film. And the spines maybe would even have like neon lettering on them. I don't know, is that tacky? I want it so bad. Like I have the first one on Blu-ray. It just seems so utterly sinful not to then release that one on Blu-ray too. But they already withheld it in theaters from us, didn't they? So I don't expect any better, obviously not. It's just, I'm trying to think of a more eloquent word than stupid, but I can't. Now, for my number 1, my dear children, this is the gold mine for physical media, and yet Netflix can't figure it out. They cannot get it together. I've only seen this again on eBay. Like I only see it on sketchy sites of like individual sellers, and I just don't trust that. Netflix, I'm going to need you to get it together. My number 1 request for a physical media release would be the Fear Street trilogy. How many of my subjects knew that I was gonna say that? Walk with me here. Okay, I see artwork galore. I see a fold-out thing that has like 6 different layers or whatever. So you know, you open it one time, then you open it one more time, then you open it one more time after that. So there's like 6 panels. Are you following? I'm thinking that maybe on each DVD, and obviously we have like at least 2 DVDs of special features, there's maybe like a face of each of the characters on them. And then maybe when you fold it, there's like different artwork of Dina and Sam, like them being in bed together, or them kissing, or like them in the little like 1666 versions of themselves, the bonfire. You know what? You could really extort the hell out of us, Netflix. Release different versions of the whole trilogy in the different styles of each movie. One of them could be super 90s themed, one of them could be super 70s themed, and then the last one could be, again, very like witchy, folk vibe type physical media release. I am giving you so many good ideas, I swear to God, but it's not for free. I'm expecting a check sent my way. I do not grant you permission for the unauthorized use of my ideas. Otherwise, Netflix, I'm gonna come at you with everything that I've got, okay? Do I have lawyers? No. But I've got The Cult of Haunted Hippie, so I know anyone watching from Netflix is just laughing at me right now, but whatever. You get my point. Like, I'm just trying to be dramatic because it's so annoying. Nobody running these studios cares about art. They don't care about preserving it. They only care about the bottom line. And so, you know what? I am pissed off, and I am rightfully so. So what are you most pissed off about? What would you like on physical media? What did I miss? Because I'm sure that there is a lot. Especially if you are an international viewer, then let me know. Because I'm not super up to date on international releases, on Netflix especially. I know that there's a lot of good stuff on there, but like the way that the algorithm works, I'm just constantly feeling like there is nothing for me to watch. Maybe that's why I started watching Riverdale again, I don't know. So yeah, don't be shy. Drop them in the comment section. If you would like more horror related content from me, then you can follow me over on Haunted Hippie. That's my main channel. Over on this channel, we really just have a little bit more fun, but I'm also very passionate about physical media, if you couldn't tell. And I do think that it is a growing niche. I think that people are getting really sick of streaming services bullshit. So join us, grow our numbers. And if you want even more content from me, then I have a Patreon where you get even more weekly bonus content. You can also find all my social media and everything else that you want listed down below, but more than anything, I just hope that you enjoyed this video and I hope I catch you in the next one. Bye!